My feet are so dirty and I don't even know. Like, look at this. It's like a stain. It's pretty gross. I just had to show you how gross. Again, like I don't even know how I did that. The other foot's, it's just the same. I don't remember walking around barefoot. I mean, I'm sure I did. I'd love to take my shoes off. Might be from the school, like, you know, the wooden plank area. It's the only thing I can think of. Spider bit my stomach. It's like, I want to say that's like the second time this month. So I wanted to look up the spiritual meaning of a spider biting your stomach, because it's definitely happened at least twice recently. Totally got a scratch from George too. Not on purpose, just hanging out, and yeah, got me. Bruised myself up as usual. As usual. Doesn't hurt. Man, the first time I saw my feet, I was just like, oh my god. You should know if you're a Pisces, like, you know, like our feet are kind of important, you know? They need to be clean and protected, and they get injured easily. And we also tend to be total barefoot lovers. Total barefoot lovers. It's true. It's a true. So I've basically been here at school like all day, to be honest. Literally, I have. I've been here since 9. It's 3 o'clock. I never left and came back. And just all that time, just poof. I'm still exactly on the reading where I was. I never finished the falafel. In fact, at some point, it kind of just was like, no thank you. I'm good. I'd like to give that to the turtles. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm pretty dehydrated. I have this gallon of water that I found out is leaking all over the back of my car. And yeah, kind of ruined things. I moved my tail from my trunk to my back seat and kind of make me bring it in. Although, yeah, I really would love to be, you know, using it. I don't like how this looks like dirty in there. Kind of made me want to like cut it off, you know? Although it does stop water from going into the tail. And as stated before, they don't make them like this before. Like, they don't make them like that no more. Oh. I wonder if I could commission another, though. I have a problem. Instantly play that song that I like. I sing it all the time at the museum, and Wolf is just always laughing at me. Should I even do math? Like, let's think about it. Class got out like 10:40, right? I've been here for 4 hours. I returned my books. A lot of my time was spent sitting on my phone, sitting in my car. And my excuse was that I was charging my phone. And now my phone's at 100%. And so now it's kind of like, now what? I'm thinking about going to sit in the shade and trying to finish my reading. You know, I have all this Ernest Hemingway stuff, and You guys, I want to say I stink. Like, yeah, I smell bad, though really, like, I also suck. Like, look, I mean, how can I show you? Look, I ruined my paperwork. Does that show you better? Best. Oh, you know I love when stuff like that happens. I'm already still excited for the gathering. I don't care what happened. JC Dub, Gypsy Crew, gathering. I'm already counting the days. I'm not gonna let anything ruin the dedication to the butterfly. And as a matter of fact, I do realize I have to finish reading Behind the Paint, or Adam Haluska Mamushka he went to the gathering before I did, and I paid him money through PayPal to pick me up Behind the Paint on USB, and I never opened it. I would like to almost still not open it. I don't know, I'm a weirdo like that. I don't know, my mom used to do stuff like that when I was a kid, and then I used to give her a hard time, like, why have stuff you never use it? Like, I feel like I would like to do all of them. Yo, my first gathering, they were playing Behind the Paint, like, through the stereo system. It was amazing. He had the most amazing license plate. I totally took videos of that. That's totally there for now. I have a lot of work to do. I keep seeing butterflies everywhere, and it keeps reminding me of dedicated to the butterfly. And I know that's so important, and I have an important part to do on my part. And speaking of which, we never talked about the gathering. I guess we still have time, and we're about to reach that 8-minute mark, so it does seem like we should totally talk about the gathering in a whole nother level, okay? This gathering, I want to say, is the best gathering I've ever had. And yes, it's only my second one. The first one was also extravagant because of all the other parts that happened. Like, yes, the Juggalo car and the restaurant experience and the collective. And yes, there's a lot of things. Actually, like, it was great. Other than my own personal experience and, like, it's complicated. Okay, aside from one little thing, all right? So other than that, that was amazing. So this time, yes, there is a man. I have no clue of his name. Dragonflies are also everywhere lately. So back to the story. This man owned a crystal shop, and he lived in Ohio, and he just so happened to be a juggalo. And I just spent so much time in his shop. And yes, I was doing readings left and right without my tarot cards. And in his eyes, I was selling crystals, right? Although, like, in my mind, I wasn't selling them because I was actually, like, I have this special gift that when I'm with people, like, once I tap into your energy, I'm really good. Like, if we're in a crystal shop together, I can tell you exactly what you need. It's like a special gift. And actually, dang, Aqua Dude. And his wife, man, I feel like laughed at by them in some ways, or just like, it's like they know that that's my gift, you know. And some other people do too, although I haven't, like, used it a lot. Though definitely those are people that I've done it for the most so far. And I love doing it, by the way. I do love doing it. And it was great. And yeah, you heard some of the conversations if you're in tune. And just, man, it was just so amazing. And just like he shook me, man. In some ways he insulted me, because he was like, yeah, you're not meant to be a wrestler. You're not meant to be, you know, just taking sexy booty pics, you know? I'm not meant to be just another model or all that. Like, I'm meant to do this. I'm meant to have my own shop. I'm meant to I meant to have my space. And he was challenging me to, like, you know, work for him next year at the gathering and do that. And you know me, I'm like, no way, I want to have fun. I want to enjoy the gathering. And then I actually got to talking with Tom Wood. Not even sure if that's the right name. Please excuse me. I connect more on energies than names and like faces and eyes. Okay? He's basically the artist for Psychopathic. And he totally encouraged me to pursue my own thing. Said that I should open up a booth at the gathering. And then have someone like him run it. And then I show up occasionally. And then like I'm fighting it, you know? Because I'm like, what about all the logistics, all the stuff that goes into it? Like insurance, and then yeah, what if things get stolen and blah, blah, blah. Like I just, in some ways I didn't want all the responsibility. Although yes, like if you could just give me a booklet, or you know, if like there's like a, you know, like actually you don't know. I wish you could see inside my mind. What I'm thinking of is like something like in the Matrix. Like you plug up my brain, and yeah, you just give me all of this information and all these ways how to be responsible and organized and how to do this. Like yes, I am sold. I am so there. I would love nothing more than to have my own spot. And yeah, actually I would love to participate at the gathering. Again though, I would still just rather for the gathering, you know, like I just show up like he was saying, yeah, and do like occasional readings and push crystals, and yeah, maybe do like talks or do readings, or I don't know. I'm not trying to do tarot readings though, you know. I'm not trying to step on Rachel's toes. Although, you know what? Rachel is straight up how this ended up happening. As a matter of fact, you could even say that Wolf is, okay? So when I'm at Wolf's, I decide I want to go to Juggalo Weekend. I impulsively buy a ticket for Juggalo Weekend because Dark Lotus is coming. By the way, Dark Lotus is the legit reason that my life was saved, and we need to get into that story as well. And like I feel like I'm getting cut off soon, so I feel like limited. So it's kind of messing up the storyline, although I'll try to just stay focused, and then like I can, you know, extend another video if I can remain centered, right? So I want to stay focused on this Juggalo Weekend thing, man. Juggalo Weekend, man. And I also want to talk about Dark Lotus a little bit more. So Dark Lotus is completely done for forever. And it's basically a combination of ICP, Twisted, and Mars, and excuse me. So I'm not that big of a fan, right? Like I can't even name everybody. I also do really bad at being on the spot, you know. I want to say ABK. Or is it AMV? Or is it both? I don't know. Boondocks? Or is that just that? No. It's definitely not Boondocks. So, yeah, again, like, okay, forget that part, right? It's just like a subgroup where they had, like, aliases. Okay? So, Aubrey showed me Dark Lotus. Aubrey is who gave me my mini Hatchet Man. And it's an official Psychopathic Records Hatchet Man, okay? An official baby. He gave me my first. It was so tiny and so little, and I loved it, and Psychopathic owned my heart. I had gone through such a rough time. I was a skateboarder. And yeah, I had long blonde hair, and I went to the skate park. I had a bright yellow shirt on, my long flowy hair, little tiny pink skateboard, and I dropped in on a 16-foot half pipe. And yes, I loved it. I really, 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 really loved skating vert. I wasn't extremely talented, although yes, I loved dropping in, I loved riding, and I miss it. Although that day, I shattered my ankle by putting my ankle down impulsively in the middle of the half pipe because, I don't know, I was going really, really fast. And like, yeah, it was so much. Like, I guess like I got scared. So I stopped myself. And then by stopping myself, I was going too fast and the momentum shattered my ankle. And I had no clue it was broken. I was wearing Converse. My ankle was swollen. I had snuck into the skate park, city streets. So I had a friend that worked there who let me in, so I snuck out of there. You know, I didn't want anyone to know that I had like an injury or whatever. So we snuck out. I don't remember having a helmet. My friend's dad, Justin Miller, his dad picks us up in his truck, I believe. Maybe it was his mom. I just remember getting into a truck. And then into the truck, I remember having to hop, and then I like jumped and leaped out into the grass or something like that. And then I don't even know how I got up the stairs.